It's blurry. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello. 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 By the way, Luba, thank you for the $20 yesterday. I think I had, like, ended stream by the time that went through, but thank you. You wanted to know how a Posi track differential works on a Plymouth rear end? Basically, it's kind of, you know how like on a little go-kart or on little mopeds, they're like friction, like they use centrifugal force to like lock the clutch together. So all you have to do is, you know, pull the throttle to get it to go. It's kind of like that, but for your differential. It's like there's a clutch pack in your differential that's got like spring tension on it. And then once one wheel starts to spin a lot faster than the other wheel, it locks them together with the clutch. And so it works. Look, I found a... Look, I got an article. This is right here. You want to know how it works? That right here. This is how it works. That's how it works. There you go. Question answered. It just does. It just does work. I don't know. I don't think I've ever had anything with a Posi track rear differential. Not that common in motorcycles. Hey, check. I'll look at check in a second. Just the two Utes. Anyway, chat. Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing? I'm fine. If FreeBSD server and still win. Dude, I'm gonna have to like win the lottery for that shit, man. I'm gonna have to like become super rich and famous before I go off building my home lab. That's so expensive. So expensive. You don't know how expensive that is. Just ask Joe Dirt about Posi Track. Was that a Joe Dirt reference? I didn't even catch that. That's sad. I didn't even catch the Joe Dirt reference. I love that movie too. You'll never care how I'm doing. That's not true. I literally just asked. I wouldn't ask if I didn't care. Tomorrow I miss a Tommy from my cousin Vicky. Ugh, I'm tired. His dad said that. Oh, I see. I don't know, I didn't catch that reference. Also, in the other news, Coca-Cola got open sourced before GTA. Coca-Cola got open sourced? It took me a year perfectly replicating the recipe. Yeah, I'll watch this later. That's crazy, because they like... Coke is like kind of like a weird flavor. It's not... See, that's impressive. That is impressive. But it's not as impressive as, like, if they re-engineered Dr. Pepper. Because I feel like Dr. Pepper is an enigma of flavors. You know what I mean? Like, Coke is vanilla-based, right? It's got vanilla, it's got, like, nutmeg or some bullshit in there. But, like, Dr. Pepper is just, like... I don't even know what I'm tasting, but... That's why I only drink fruity drinks. So you keep getting more fucking nuts, I can't keep up with it. Dude, it's only getting more weird. It's like, do you guys remember 2023? Do you guys remember that year? Do you guys remember, like, all of the crazy shit that happened in 2023? Yeah, I don't either. Like, 2024, like, put 2023 to shame so hard with the amount of, like, wild bullshit that happened, that you're like, I was like, there's no way, how is this real? And then 2025 happened, and everyone was like, what the fuck? And then 2026 is like, hold my beer. 2 days in, and we're already, like, stealing presidents. Greatest thing that happened in 2023 is discovering you. Aww. Nothing happened, bros. Losing hard right now, dude. Nothing ever happens. I'm all in. Marissa from my cousin Vinny knows way more about posi traction than Astra. The Astra was supposedly a mechanic. Who? Who? I will say, I don't think that's a very, like, necessarily common type of differential. I don't think that's a standard differential on most vehicles. Maybe it is. Maybe on Plymouth. Someone gave you a martini or some fruity alcohol. Would you drink it? Maybe. Probably. I don't know. I like fruity alcohol. But I don't like alcohol that much in general. So I'm not like a super big alcohol person, you know what I mean? Like, I like fruity drinks, like a smoothie. Like, if I went to the Bahamas, I'd probably have, like, a nice fruit smoothie or some shit like that. But, like, I'm more of a ganja person than an alcohol person. You know, I don't know why that is. I feel like that's gotta be, like, a generational thing. Like, people in, like, the older generations, like the millennials and, like, the Gen Xers, way more into drinking. Like, it was way more of, like, a social and, like, socially acceptable thing, I think, you know? But nowadays, like, I feel like weed is the new alcohol to Zoomers, I feel like. I'm just wondering which country will be invaded next. Hello, Puck. Hello, Puck. Well, it's probably gonna be either Iraq or Greenland. One of those two. I seriously think that Trump's gonna make a play at Greenland. I think we're gonna make a play at Greenland. I don't think we're gonna put boots on the ground in Greenland, for sure. I don't think that's gonna happen. But I think there's gonna be some play for Greenland. I don't know if it's gonna be successful, but there's gonna be some play. There's gonna be some Greenland play. There's actually a really good reason for it, Medical. I understand why Trump wants Greenland. It's not just because it's a big rock of ice, but securing Greenland and, like, the north of Canada is kind of, like, critical to, like, holding on to the world power. See, in the north, like, Arctic Circle, there's this path that goes over top of Canada, and it's kind of like the entrance to that path, like, squished in between Greenland and Canada, and basically it's melting, and so soon we'll be able to put, like, traffic through there. We'll be able to put tankers through there and like other, like, freight ships through there. And once that happens, it's gonna become, like, the new standard, because it's shorter than the other route we take. And so it's incredibly important to, like, if we give that to, like, Russia or China, then they will basically win. It's basically just a big chess game, chat. It's like, you got, like, several pieces of the puzzle. Like, there's Taiwan, there's Greenland, there's, like, Northern Canada, and they're all really important. And Trump basically wants to collate all of those things together to be under American rule. I think that's what Venezuela was about. I don't think Venezuela was because of anything other than the fact that Trump wanted the oil to secure American dominance, which honestly, it's alright. There, guys, 0 nuclear icebreakers. Russia is one war away from destruction. I don't think Russia's gonna be a threat to us. I think Russia's kind of a nothing burger. I think China's the biggest, like, I think if you were to peek inside Donald Trump's mind right now, you'd probably see a lot of China. Probably just, like, if you were to, like, listen in to what's going on inside his mind, it'd probably just be like, China! 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 China. That's what it would be. Fuck that shit. You can think in terms of the next 4 years. China thinks the next 400. I don't think that's true though necessarily. If they did that, then probably the Mao Revolution probably wouldn't have happened the way it did. I think that they kind of do, and I think they're really trying to play the long game here. The issue is that I feel like Trump is very much so like aware of that. I feel like there's definitely a play for it, but world politics is interesting. I think it's interesting. I don't know if we'll get Greenland. I don't know. I do think that Trump's gonna make a play for it, but I don't think there's gonna be boots on the ground. I think the idea that we're gonna put boots on the ground on Greenland is just kind of ridiculous. I think that would be a mistake. If Trump was like actually put boots on the ground in Greenland, that would be a huge mistake. That'd be like the biggest mistake. America will get Greenland 100%. I don't know about 100%, but I think there's a good chance. I think there's a really good chance for it. Because, like, everybody in Greenland can be like, no, we're Greenland, we're not America, we're not gonna become America. But as soon as you wave that, like, mill, that nice little mill in front of their little faces and be like, hey, would you like this? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I just leave this crisp $1 million bill right here? Oh, I'm sorry. You just have to cross that line that says, oh yeah, I'm okay with becoming a U.S. territory but if I take this $1 million, but like, you're gonna take the $1 million. Chat, there are so little people in Greenland that we could literally afford to offer each Greenlander like $1 million. Like, we can do that. We can fucking do that. And if I was a Greenlander, dude, if I was living in Greenland and like some foreign country was like, hey, we want your country, we'll pay you $1 million fucking dollars for it. Like you, not like your country. Like, we'll pay you individually. You will get $1 million, and so will your neighbor, so will your cousin, so will everyone else in your city. You're all getting $1 million. No one's saying no to that, dude. If people in Greenland already hate Denmark, Denmark doesn't get they don't get a say at this point. No one gives a fuck about Denmark. Greenland hates Denmark. And so it's like, I mean, Britain invaded Iceland in World War II and the fear of Germany taking over, so it's possible. Yeah, but I don't think that would be necessary. I think putting boots on the ground in Greenland would be a bad look. It would just not be a good idea. We don't want Greenland to hate us. I think that it would be worth it in the long run to pay them instead of invade them, just because, like, we want them to be on our side, right? Thank you, Mr. Daly, too, for the follow. It's dad on positive traction. America has the military base in Greenland since the 1940s. Yeah. But the problem is there's a lot of like Chinese and Russian stuff around there at the same time. The big thing, what people don't realize about Greenland and why Trump wants it so much is you have to understand geography a little bit. And it's confusing because like when you look at a map, Greenland does not look close to Russia. Like, if you look at this map right here, Greenland, it's like, why do we care about Greenland? Russia's all the way over here, but Greenland's like right here. What's the deal? But then you look at like, yeah, that took a while. I don't know if you can see this here. But if you look at the Greenland, you know, it's a globe, right? And it turns out Greenland is actually very, very, very close to Russia. Like, this part of the map is really close to right here. Like, you gotta think that kind of like does that. So these two areas are really fucking close together in reality. And so it's like, from Trump's perspective, it's like, well, this big ass fucking block here would just give us a lot of defensive capabilities. And if we control this side of the aisle and we control this side of the aisle, the North Arctic Passage all of a sudden becomes pretty much completely controlled by us. If we have this choke point. It means the only other choke point is right here. Which, we'd probably just go ahead and fuck them up. Shakespeare wrote a play about Prince Denmark's titled Hamlet, part of our culture. Ooh. Big brain. Maybe Finn should move to Greenland so they can get to the US. Yeah, get him to the Greenland right now. Get him in there right now. What happens if he moves to Greenland and then Greenland becomes fucking the US? She even planted a flag in the North Pole, but it's outdated because Earth's magnetic field moves in its position. Yeah. They move it every year. There's a little ceremony when they actually move the pole. Like, the actual pole that's on the North Pole. They move it every year. And they, like, have a little ceremony about it. It's kind of cool. Gets kicked out. Everyone here gets $1 million. You get $1 million. You get $1 million. You little femboy, you don't get $1 million. You get to go back to England where you belong. Everybody else here gets $1 million except for you. Except for you. America does not have to give people in Greenland voting rights, just like a Puerto Rico, but that's fucked up. That is fucked up. Puerto Rico's fucked up. Why? Like, I understand why Puerto Rico's not a state, but I hate it. Like, as an American, I hate that. Puerto Rico should absolutely be a state. Like, for 100%. Like, I get it that it's like, it would fuck with the delicate balance of, like, our two-party system. Right? Like, oh, if we added Puerto Rico, it would just add another democratic state, and then it would give the Democrats an unfair advantage. And it's like, I don't care, dude. You can't have a territory and then not give them the right to vote. It's like, Puerto Rico is basically a U.S. state. We don't need them to be not a state. It's like, either give them a referendum, either let them, have them vote, and basically say, we are going to leave the U.S., and then let them leave, or they get incorporated to the U.S. as a state, as a full-on state. That's what we should do. Like, I don't know why. I might be, like, alone in that opinion on my side of the aisle, but, like, why? Turn those motherfuckers into a state. Like, no, it's stupid. It's taxation without representation. It's bullshit, man. Congress doesn't want more Latin representation, morons. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. I mean, it's just stupid. Listen, we could add, if you're really worried about it, like, throwing off the balance, listen, just add Alberta. They already are trying to get out. Just add Alberta. We'll add Puerto Rico and Alberta. Or maybe we'll just add Venezuela at this point. Fuck it. Like, if we add Puerto Rico and Venezuela, Venezuela probably really likes Trump right now. I don't know if that's going to be true in a couple of years, but right now, they're probably pretty happy with him. So I think, you know, I think we could balance out Puerto Rico with Venezuela, right? There's a lot of corruption in Puerto Rico, too, to be fair. They fit right in. They already fit right in. So they fit right into the American political system. Fit check? Okay. Alberta would gladly join the US, apparently. I mean, I don't really know if they would, but there is definitely a lot of tension going on in Alberta. I watched this one video about, you know that JJ Colin guy? He does a lot of, like, pop culture videos. I actually really like his videos, but he made a video about the Albertan independence thing, and it was crazy. Because, like, all of the comments were from Albertans being like... Because he really downplayed it. He was really like, this is silly, this isn't gonna happen, this is really a joke, no one's taking this seriously. And then literally in the comments, they were just full of Albertans being like, bro, we're done. It's like, I don't know. It's hard for me to say, because obviously I'm not Canadian and I'm not Albertan, so realistically, I don't really know what's going on on the ground in Alberta. But there seems to be a very, very, very strong sentiment against Canada in Alberta. And I've been kind of monitoring it for the past year or so, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they're going to split off. I'm not sure what they're going to do. But the thing is, if it doesn't start going Alberta's way in terms of Canada, like if Ottawa doesn't start like really like giving Alberta some concessions, it seems like they're gonna actually do something about it, and it's like kind of scary. Alberta's legit wanting to join the US. Alberta wants to become independent. I feel like if you had a referendum in there today, I don't know if they'd vote to join the US, but they would probably vote to separate from Canada. And I don't know how that works. I think it would be better for them to join the US. I think it would make sense for Albertans, like just geopolitically speaking. I think Alberta being a US state would be just mutually beneficial for everyone except Canada. It would really fuck up Canada. And so obviously the US doesn't really want to do that because Canada's our ally. But in terms of Alberta, it would really help out Alberta. Because Alberta is getting fucking cucked by Canada right now. Like, literally, Alberta gets most of their money from oil. And, oh shit. You know what that means? Trump, actually, fuck that. Now I said that, those words came out of my mouth, and then I realized there's a much better chance of us getting Alberta now that I think about it. Something about oil. Albertans are gonna get a surprise when they have to go to the doctor after joining the US. I don't think the medical system in Canada is as good as people think. I don't think the medical system in Canada is that good. Told you Alberta could be part of the US in 20 years. It could be, dude. Could be. Who knows? Who knows how it goes, though? Might happen, it might not. Florida winter is damn near 80 today. Yeah, it was pretty warm. Needed to weaken Canada before the Chinese takeover? Exactly. There are a lot of Canadians who do already come to the US for surgeries. Yeah, there are. That's the thing. The fact that there are actual quotes of Trump saying they should have taken the oil over the Iraq invasion. Should have taken the oil. Could you imagine that though? I mean that's some baller move, dude. Manifest destiny. I'm cool with that. We need to just start expanding, chat. We're playing like right now we're playing fucking Hearts of Iron, and we need to start invading some countries. Canada, you and your lumberjacks have been too comfortable up there. We're coming. We're coming for you, Alberta. I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. But there's definitely a part of me that, like, because I'm like, I live as far from Alberta as you can live in the U.S. basically. So I'm not keyed into like the on the ground sentiment of Albertans. So I realistically don't know. But it seems to me, just by like watching it on the internet and seeing what like the Alberta Next panel was doing, it seems like Daniel Smith has really got a plan together. And I don't know, there just seems to be a lot of like galvanization in the anti-Canadian movement in Canada. And it seems like it's really picking up steam, especially now that Quebec is kind of also doing the same thing. Quebec is kind of doing the same thing, except they're doing it... Alberta's like doing it in a way that's like, yeah, if you don't give us what we want, we're gonna apply legal pressure to secede from Canada, and we're gonna do it legally. Alberta's like, or Quebec is like, we're gonna leave Canada, and we're just going to do it. We are French Canada, we don't need your permission. We are French Canada. It seems like that's what's happening right now. And so it's like, I think it's that instability. It's crazy. It's gonna be interesting to watch Canada over the next couple years. I could totally see Canada kind of dissolving into America. A large part of it, anyway. Spot on, Quebec. Quebecois accent. Give me more wine. You mean French Canada? I love how much, like, French Canadians hate normal Canadians, and I love how much normal Canadians hate French Canadians. It's such a funny little... I love French Canada. French Canada is my favorite Canada. Every time I think of French Canada, I think of that one little song from South Park. French and normal. Same package has been waiting for at her PO box for over a month. Yeah, dude, I told you not to send shit to the PO box. I'm trying. I'm trying to go get it, but it is difficult. Okay, it is fucking difficult. I'm trying over here, but it is difficult. It's funny that Quebecian is more French than mainland France, dude. Truly. Truly. But yeah, no, I could legitimately see some, like, I don't know. I don't know if this is, like, realistic or not, but I'm putting Canada dissolving on my 2030 bingo card. On my 2030 bingo card, I think there's a legitimate chance that we see the complete dissolution of Canada into the US. I think Quebec could, like, maybe go on its own. Like, maybe Quebec doesn't join America, because I don't think Quebecians would be as into that. I think Quebecians just want their own little... They really seems like they don't want to play with another team. They really just seem like Quebec wants to be Quebec and not have any other people telling them what to do. And so I think Quebec would probably be independent. British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Alberta, I think all of those places we could see them incorporated into the US I believe we could do that. We could see that as a reality. And that would be weird. The future is giant empires just like the past was. I mean, yeah, that's the way it always is. Next week has a Monday you could plan a PO box to take your mom out for lunch process. That's what I'm gonna try to do. I mean, it's just like, it's tricky because like I can't always like rely on her being here because it's like she's got other things she does, you know what I mean? And it's like one of her only days off, so it's like last time she went on a little like road trip down to like down a little bit like south, like not in South Florida, but like some other place that was like 2 hours south of here. She went last Monday, and so it's like she literally just was not here to be able to take me, so it's just like can't really do anything about that. British peoples, English-speaking peoples have been cohesive. Do you make the purple rain stream goal? No, I'm just like, I just took it off because I don't know what I want to do with it. I need to consult the chat council about the donation goal. Didn't go with her? I know, I was sleeping. She went with her friends. I didn't think, I didn't really want to butt my way into that one. Can you buy 60% of the bike? I think I made that goal too long. I think I made the goal too long, to be honest with you, chat. I made the donation goal a little bit too long. It's the problem when you make a goal that's too long, it builds too slowly, and then you end up having to use all of the funds from the goal to pay for bills. It's like if I make a $1,000 goal for a thing and it takes 2 months to fill it up, I can't obviously spend that $1,000 on the stuff itself because I have to pay for bills. Did I get my gun? I don't even know if I did pay for it. I gave the guy my credit card information over the phone, which is a little sketchy, but as far as I'm aware, that money has not been taken out of my account. So I might have to call them tomorrow and ask them about it. Because maybe it didn't go through because they had the wrong name or something. I wonder if they just put my legal name on the credit card info and it wasn't right, and it's probably why, if I had to guess. Yeah, I just gotta call them tomorrow probably about that one. My guess is that's what the problem is. It's gonna be a minute before I get that little chat. It always is. It's gonna be a minute. Because now I have to like, wait, I have to probably call them tomorrow. Wait, what is tomorrow? It's Thursday? Yeah, I can call them tomorrow. I'm gonna have to call them tomorrow, and then they're gonna ship it out. It's probably gonna be a couple weeks. More delays. It's only been 4 years, or 3 years, however long it's been. I can think a little purple. I should go to Iowa and put your foot in someone's ass. I think they just didn't, because I don't have my legal name on my credit card. I have, like, my preferred name on my credit card, right? And so they probably didn't realize that, and so they probably tried to run the card, and it didn't go through because of that. But I'm gonna call them tomorrow about it, because they haven't taken the money out of my account, which is really annoying that I gave it to them and, like, said, okay, run it, and they haven't. So if they're just waiting, like, can you just please do it already, please, bro? It remains to be seen, Vanna. It remains to be seen. Name in the card shouldn't matter? Well, then I don't know what the fuck their problem is, because I gave him the information, like, I gave him the right card number. So I don't know why they haven't done that yet, and hopefully they've gotten it shipped out. He said he was gonna text me, some information once it actually gets sent out, but I don't know. Anyway, chat, yeah. I don't know. That's my biggest problem with, like, the Purple Rain goal, is I really want the Purple Rain bike, but, like, I don't know... Again, if it's still got, like, a month left on the fucking donation goal. So it's like, if I let that go and wait for that full goal to get hit, then I will, like, not have any money to actually spend on the Purple Rain bike, because I'll have to use all of that money for rent. Chat, bills are annoying. I wish I didn't have to pay bills, chat. Wish I didn't have to pay, like, rent. And I wish I didn't have to eat, chat. It's so annoying to have to spend money on shit. This has been going on forever, I know. Pay your bills for stuff? That's what I'm trying to do, man. That's the problem. I've been delaying the Galil all along. It was it was you the whole time. Fuck, dude. I hate talking about the Galil. I think, it always makes me so upset talking about the Galil, man. I don't want to talk about the Galil. I don't want to think about the Galil. I don't even want to. I just, you know what? It's just, I'm gonna pretend it doesn't exist. And then it's either gonna get here and I don't know, man. I'm kind of just mentally preparing myself for it to get here and for it to be kind of dog shit. So that's cool. You know what's cool about it though, is even if it is shitty, I would still be able to, I still wouldn't be able to have it in Canada, so I can have it here though. Still another Canadian L. Still another USW. Yeah, I can get, I have a picture of it here, I can show you. So basically, this is that's my AK. I used to have that. This is the Galil, right here. This is the Galil. You can see it's kind of like, it's alright. But basically, it's, yeah, this is the wrong mag for it, but it fit better in that receiver. I had this issue last time that I had it, where the mags were super wobbly. Like, the Galil mags I had for it were, like, needlessly wobbly. But for some reason, AK mags fit in the receiver so well, it really made me want to get a new barrel for it. Like, just to get a new barrel, and then get a new bolt. Because I'm pretty sure the only thing I'd have to do to convert this to 762x39 is put a new barrel on it and put an AK-47 bolt in it, and it would function. Because an AK bolt fits in the carrier, just like normal. So you could, I'm pretty sure you could convert it like that. It would be a pretty cool conversion. But assuming, chat, assuming that it gets here and it works, I'm not touching that shit. I'm not touching that shit. But yeah, basically when I had it, it had this raw receiver without any real, there wasn't any like Cerakoting or any kind of coating on it, or the barrel. I feel like you can even see here the barrel itself is getting kind of rusty. I'm not sure. It wasn't super rusty when I gave it to them. There was basically no rust on it when I gave it to them. And so I don't know what they did to it. It might come and it might look like this, like exactly like this, except without the AK mag. Or it might come and it might look completely different. I don't really know. It might look completely different. They might have Cerakoted it for me, because they probably got kind of annoyed with having to keep, like, sanding the rust off of the goddamn thing, so they might have done that, I don't know. Probably not, though. It probably looks like this. But so long, I don't really care. I really don't care. So long as it gets here and it functions, I'm okay with it. I just want the gun back. But, yeah, we'll see if it actually works. We'll see what happens. We'll see if I end up getting it or not. It's very, very possible that it just doesn't ever come. It's like a cheap Indian replica of a AK-74. A cheap Indian replica? Excuse me? What cheap Indian replicas of AK-74s have you been looking at, bro? Excuse me? Excuse me? It's not Indian. It's Israeli, I'll have you know. Most likely, though, it's from Africa, but... It's like, how do you not know what a Galil looks like? I feel like, you know, there's no excuse to not know what a Galil looks like in 2025. Come on. I feel like everybody in the gun sphere should know what a Galil is. Feel bad for banning it in Iowa like a mother? No. Why are you out here trying to make me feel bad about it? Derek, what the fuck, man? It's fucked up. Trying to make me feel bad. As a Bond girl, maybe. This is my Bond weapon. I really want to message that fucking person. I don't know what to ask them, though. Because I really want a suppressor for this thing, dude. New Year's resolution is to get a suppressor for this handgun. That's my New Year's resolution, chat. Not all fans know your guns. True. But to insinuate that it's an Indian made shitty AK? What even guns do the Indians make? I haven't ever seen them. Indian guns. Gun is gagging for a suppressor. I know, bro. Oh, they did use the Galil. Would you look at that? Did you look at that, chat? That's crazy. They apparently India also used the Galil, so there you go. Maybe the Galil came. Maybe it did come from India. Maybe he's right, chat. Maybe he's right. Maybe it is a shitty Indian AK. But I don't know if there's really a way to know, because it most likely came from. Probably the reality of it is that it probably came partially from India or partially from Africa. My guess is it came mostly from Africa. Because I know that in, like, the Galil in this configuration was used a lot in other countries like that. Why are these backwards, by the way? Huh. Yeah, it is. You shouldn't, we know you love your guns. Gotta go sleep again, have fun. Alright, see you, Azure J. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what comes of it. We'll see what comes of it. At the end of the day, it was like, I'm pretty sure it was the parts kit originally was like a present for like Christmas or something like that. And so I think, all in all, I'll have like a total of like $400 into it. I think $400 for a semi-automatic, for a Galil, like of any sort, I think is pretty alright. That's a pretty alright deal. I don't think I'll ever find a Galil for that price. So hopefully it all works out, but I don't know. Let's see. I feel bad. I'm sure that the guys at the gun shop are just like, get this fucking gun out of here, dude. I'm pretty sure they probably all dislike that gun, and they probably all sort of dislike me as an extension of that gun. You haven't begged Astra to install FreeBSD yet. Yeah, you did. You did at the start of the stream. Fuck. Alright. They didn't beg again. No, they have their new routine of asking for the, for FreeBSD and for me to build a home lab, which I don't know where I would ever get the money to build a fucking home lab, but yeah. They're actually thinking that a girl actually believes we have not sold her gun yet. Dude, they didn't sell my gun, dude. They didn't. There's a 0% chance that they sold my gun. The idea that they sold my gun is so ridiculous. Like, you understand, this is an FFL, this is a licensed FFL we're talking about. If you give your gun to a licensed FFL and they sell it without your permission, you understand how many felonies that is? That is like, literally, they would not only lose their FFL, but they would go to jail, dude. They would literally have jail time. Like, there's no way they would do that, man. Dude, I had this little Smith & Wesson 340 PD, and I remember when I got that gun, the gun shop that I was, like, getting it from was super, like, they were super careful, because they had just been audited by the ATF, and so they were, like, trying to really, like, And it's literally, like, if you're a gun store, and I guess not so much now that Trump's in, but, like, especially when Biden was in, there was a lot, they were breathing down the necks of the FFLs. It was crazy. Ask for proof of the life photo. I just want them to send it to me, dude. I'm just gonna have them send it. I'm just gonna have them fucking send the goddamn thing. Probably lost it. They didn't lose it, dude. They literally said it was done and that they're gonna send it to me. Chat, you guys are just, like, trying to make me, like, worried and, like, upset for no reason. Chat, they probably sold it. They probably got rid of it. Hey, you probably never gonna see that gun again. Why? Why do you gotta do that to me, man? Why you guys gotta do that to me? Why? Another picture? Okay. No, I'm tired, chat. Can we go back to talking about Alberta? How they might become a state at some point? Are the dogs out? That or they want an Astra rant? The dogs are out. Yeah, send me a picture of my little butt. Make sure you have a shoe on your head so I know it's real. Make sure you have a shoe on your head. Let's talk about America invading the world. Hell yeah, brother! That's what I'm talking about. Makes me so goddamn proud to be American. Fuck yeah! The world doesn't have enough freedom. Obviously not. Obviously. I don't know. It is pretty crazy though. That is insane that we straight up stole that guy. We straight up stole that dictator. I hope that that goes well for, like, Venezuela. Honestly, I really hope that Venezuela, like, is able to come back from it, because Venezuela got destroyed by Maduro. I mean, like, as much as I'll, like, you know, the media is trying to, like, kind of vilify what we did, I feel like at the end of the day, like, he was basically, he was a complete dictator, and he was a really bad person, and everyone pretty much hated him. And so from a Venezuelan standpoint, I really just hope that we could actually bring some stability to Venezuela. That would make me happy. Astra, I dropped acid for the first time in 13 years a few days ago. It was beautiful. Hell yeah, man! Now do that at Burning Man. Do that while watching the coolest fucking fireworks show you'll ever see in your fucking life. Yeah, I know, it'd be unreal, right? Yeah, imagine doing that, but then also doing it for the first time. Also on Molly, I mean, allegedly. This is not that I've ever done this, or anything. Not that I've ever done that. That's so fucking funny. Venezuelan dollars should be go through the roof again? I don't think Venezuelan dollars are going to be used. I think that it makes more sense for them to... If we're gonna really... I really think we need to, like, actually take over Venezuela, though. At least temporarily. Not, like, in a... And we're fully taking Venezuela kind of way, but, like, in an... Like, how we kind of occupied Japan after the war kind of way. Like, I think we need to get... We need to go into Venezuela. We need to switch their dollars. We're just gonna give them US dollars so they don't have to deal with the inflation. If they have US dollars as their main currency, it's gonna just kind of fix that, and then with that, and then we're adding a lot more money into the country by the oil, and we're like, the thing about us extracting their oil is it does kind of benefit the Venezuelans, because if we're spending billions of dollars in their oil infrastructure, that will go to Venezuela at a large part, because obviously people making money off of that will still be Venezuela. And so as long as it's, I think realistically at the end of the day, as just whatever improves the quality of life for the average Venezuelan, I think that's what I want. I think that honestly, that is most likely. I feel like if you had asked me what the best thing to improve Venezuelans' quality of life, like a week ago, I probably would have said, if we come in there and we just fucking take Maduro out. And that's basically what we did. So, I don't know. Maduro's regime is still in power. Yeah, but they don't actually have power. Like, they don't actually have any say in anything, because we pretty much can do whatever we want. I don't like the fact that, the interim president, the vice president of Venezuela is still in. I think she needs to get out. I think she's too loyal, and I don't think anybody wants her in there. I'd like to see the chick who won the Nobel Peace Prize to be put in there. I think that'd be a good look. I think if Trump did that, that'd be a really good look, because it would show that Trump isn't salty about the Nobel Peace Prize thing. The problem is that he is salty about the Nobel Peace Prize thing, so I don't know if that's gonna happen, but... Is it currently going to USA bank accounts? I don't know, maybe. I'm not really sure. But I do think that at the end of the day, it's still good for Venezuela. I think if I'm Venezuelan, I'm still happy about this no matter what. I feel like this is probably... It's hard to see this as going to be a bad thing. Because it probably isn't going to be perfect. There's probably going to be problems with it. But I think it generally, at the end of the day, it's probably going to be at least good for Venezuela, and at least the short term. So, we'll see what happens. We've also done XTC at Raves. That was fun, too. I was just vibing the fuck out listening to music. It was great. Yeah, dude. That was an experience. You still need motorcycle riding pants? I do. Turns out Venezuela oil is hard to extract. Yes, under a lake, isn't it? How are you doing? You are so cute. Oh, thank you. I'm doing alright. I'm tired. I'm annoyed with my gun. I'm annoyed with my Galil. I'm annoyed that I don't have a car. I wish I had a car, chat. I complain about it literally every stream. I need to stop complaining about it. Literally every single stream there's a segment of Astra complains about not having a car. The segment. What's the story on the Galil? I got the Galil as a parts kit in 2017, so almost a full-ass decade ago. I got it as a parts kit, and I tried to build it myself, but I was wrapped up in school, and I decided that I didn't want to take a risk, and I was just gonna have a gunsmith build it instead. And so I gave it to a gunsmith, and a year later, they didn't fix it. And so I took it back from them, and, well, no, I gave it to them for a couple months, they didn't fix it, and then I gave it back to them for like a year, and they still didn't fix it, so then I took it from that gunsmith to another gunsmith, and then that gunsmith had it for literally over 3 fucking years, and now they say it's done, and so I called them, I gave them, like, I gave them my credit card information so that they could run my card, which they haven't done yet, so I haven't paid them yet, the money's still in my account, and so I'm just waiting for them to either take the money out of my account or call me and say, oh, here's the shipping label, we're gonna ship this down to you. Because that's what they're supposed to do, is they're supposed to hit me up with a fucking shipping label and like the tracking information so I can see it when it comes down here, and hopefully it will get here at some point, but I don't know, part of me kind of suspects that they tried to shoot it one last time to make sure it was actually good, and then they actually discovered, oh, actually it's not good. I'm currently in a blizzard, yeah. I have some for you, but I'm adhering to your wishes, and I will ship the pants and tell you when you say it's okay. Yeah, I just don't know when it's gonna be okay, that's the problem. It's because basically, I don't think I'm gonna get a car for a while. I genuinely think it's gonna be a couple years before I get a car. 3 more years. Gotcha. So what's another month, right? I mean, it's like, at this point I don't really mind waiting another month, because it's just like, I've already been waiting so long in the first place. But yeah, it's tricky. I've got so many other things to focus on. Really, it was just annoying, because it's like, I've already tried to, like, skate by here. Like, I'm already, like, I had to pay for my motorcycle last month, and so I'm trying to pay for my motorcycle, and I'm trying to pay rent, and I'm trying to get all my bills paid, and then all of a sudden I get a call being like, hey, pay us, here's a $377 bill that you weren't expecting, and it's like, you bastard. You bastard. I don't know, but they haven't even taken it out of my account yet, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. US can refine it, but the last refinery was built in the 70s, if I'm not mistaken. Well, that's the idea, is that what we're going to do in Venezuela is we're going to take a bunch of our American oil companies, and they're going to invest billions of dollars into the Venezuelan infrastructure. So, like, Venezuela had, like, an oil boom in, like, the 80s, I think, and they had all these oil rigs and stuff, and it was, like, the peak technology at the time. But it's been unmaintained, and most of it is shut down. And so now the oil production is basically nothing in Venezuela, or at least it's not nearly what it used to be. And so the idea is that American companies will go in there, put in the latest, the newest, and the best technology, and they will extract shit tons of oil. And because Venezuela has an oil-based economy, it will pretty much directly affect the Venezuelan economy and make it boom. So ideally, we could see Venezuela actually go into another golden age like they were in like the 70s and 60s. Or at least the last time they had an oil boom like that. And I think that could be totally possible. It just depends on a number of things, but it's totally possible. Do you imagine if they could only send your gold to your P box? No, they're sending it to my house. Ideally, I'm gonna go, and they're gonna drop it off at my fucking door. That is what they're... Well, they're not gonna drop it off. They're just... I'm gonna have to sign for it, I'm pretty sure. But, like, ideally, I'll get a knock on my fucking door, and I'll go out, and I'll have to sign a piece of paper, and then I'll have a gun. It's wild. It's wild to ship a gun to my house. The Filmmaker seems to be very good at corruption. They keep fucking whatever good chance they have. South America is very good at corruption. Look at Peru. Peru is fucked. I love Peru. I think Peru is such a cool country, but they are so corrupt. They're so corrupt. It's like, what the fuck? They're so corrupt. It's okay, Astra, relax. Fuck me, I can't relax. I don't have a car. Yeah, I don't have a car. God damn it. God damn it. I gotta like stop complaining about that chat. I just gotta accept that. I gotta move on with my life. Like Russia is the most corrupt system they had. They saw what the US did and decided to go 50 times more. Russia's very corrupt. America is very corrupt, but Russia is very, very, very corrupt. I don't know if they're the most corrupt. Think, definitely, I think some South America or, South African countries, or just African countries in general, tend to be also very, very, very corrupt. South Africa right now is, like, probably one of the most corrupt places in the world. South Africa is going through some real issues. Certainly the most brazen. Russia also has shit infrastructure based off of railroads. Yeah, Russia sucks. Brazil had like a massive factory with like $1 billion, and they abandoned it after it was built after a few politicians got arrested. Lol. Is Pimp Your Ride still a thing? Did you hit them up for you? They're not still a thing, but in order for a Pimp Your Ride to work, you have to have a car ready to go. Like, Pimp Your Ride, they don't actually fix your car. If your car has mechanical problems, they don't touch that. All they do is they add a bunch of gaudy bullshit to it to make it you not as depressed that you own it. It's like, they don't actually do anything to the cars that are, like, mechanical. They're all, like, in dog shit, like, condition. There was a guy, a couple years ago that found one of the Pimp My Ride mobiles, and he fixed it up and, like, made it nice. But, like, they really were not good. Those cars were dog shit, if I remember correctly. They fixed the engine? Are you sure? You sure? I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'll just send my BMW to Pimp My Ride and they'll fix everything for me. Probably not, but you know. You know. West Coast Customs is a better show. I don't live on the West Coast, so... Get yours and it's a drift car, right? You could make it a drift car. The issue is that it's not that you couldn't do anything with it, it's that I can't afford to do anything with it. I can't afford to turn it into a drift car, chat. That would cost more money than it would cost to buy another car. I've been through it this, like, a lot, but basically what it needs wheel bearings, which is gonna be about $400. So that's basically that's what's actively preventing me from driving it, is that it needs wheel bearings, and of course on a BMW the wheel bearings have to be expensive and not easy to replace. You need wheel bearings on like a Ford, it's literally like $30 and like 45 minutes worth of work, but on a BMW it's like $400 and it's annoying as shit. And the interior is completely molded and like wet and completely fucked. The engine and transmission are pretty decent actually, but the suspension's kind of going. The brakes aren't the best. It needs wheel ends. It needs the rear quarter panel is completely fucked, and it needs probably about $7,000 to $15,000 worth of body work alone. It needs the top replaced. It's literally just like, I would love if I had money that I could just pour into that thing. I wish that I could. I wish that I could, chat. I love it. Every time I look at that car, I get depressed because I don't want to sell it. I love that car. But I just don't have the, it's just so expensive. Like, I just can't afford it. It's like, it costs money to keep and maintain cars, chat. And I've kind of like come to the decision that I just literally cannot afford it. Don't have a BMW? Yeah, that's about right. It's just removing parts plus wheel bearings? I mean, I could remove the interior, but the top still leaks. Like, the top is still, like, non-existent. It's fucked, dude. It's so fucked. I'm gonna have to sell it and hope that I can get, like, $1,500 for it, maybe. I'm gonna have to, like, put it on Facebook Marketplace and see if anyone will buy it for $15. I don't know if anyone will, though. It's just the bearings you need. It's, well, that's just keeping me from driving it currently, but it's still, like, again, the top needs to be replaced really badly, like, really, really badly. Like, if it rains while you're in the car, you will get wet. It is the top basically doesn't do anything. So it's just sitting outside, getting rained on, over and over again. Like, I'm almost scared to open up the door, because I have no idea what I'll find in there. Only you had more revenue streams at your disposal. I wonder if that Mustang is still open, or still up. Except this is just why I want a Goldwing. Goldwings are like cars, except they're smaller and they don't cost as much. Yeah, I don't know, chat. This is pretty cool though. This is the car I want. If this was in a manual transmission, this would be a sick car. Could you imagine this one? This is what I would get if I could. Not this one specifically, but... ooh, Ford Ranger. Oh my god. I do kind of want an old Ford like that, though. Giant palmetto bugs living in the BMW? There might be. Chat, I want the goofy aura farming phone. I want the aura farming goofy phone. Yeah, I don't know, there's just not very many cars out for, like, this price range. I think, like, I genuinely think I'm gonna have to spend at least, like, $5,000. Ah, that's not gonna happen. Fuck. This is a cool BMW, though. Check this out. Hold on. $36mm socket? I don't have one of those. I don't have a breaker bar like that either. I mean, I do, but not here. Dude, he broke it. You literally broke it. Oh my god. He broke the fucking socket. I also don't have an impact. So that, I mean, I do again, but it's in Iowa. Yeah, I don't have that. wouldn't have done that with an impact, but alright. I still don't have my torque wrench either, so that's nice. Should have brought that down. How did I not do that? It seemed like that would have been a good idea to do. Yeah, I mean, the issue is, again, it's like, I could do all that work to it, but it still needs a top. It still needs a top. It still has a massive dent in the side of it. It still needs, both sides need to be done. So, I mean, this isn't bad, but, like, it doesn't come, I should probably, like, put new brakes and rotors on it anyway. This is cheap, though. And I don't know if this is OEM, so who knows if this is any good. Maybe, though. It doesn't look too bad, though. It's not as expensive as I thought, for sure. But still, it's like, that's not... It's just not as easy as it is on, like, an RX-7. You know, like, how easy this whole thing is on an RX-7? I don't need a pulley puller to fucking do that on an RX-7, goddammit. But now, like, if I actually do that, that means I have to go fucking, like, get a pulley puller. I also don't have an impact wrench, so I don't know if I can get that 36mm off. Chat, it's all fucked. It's all fucked. It's all fucked. That's what I'm coming to the conclusion, is that it's fucked. Now, I heard if you have tools, I do actually have the tools, but they're in Iowa. And not here, so it doesn't exactly help me. I'll be honest with you. Yeah. Unfortunate. That's pretty cool. But Astra thinks about the RX-7 24/7. I do think about the RX-7. I do. I'll check for a 36mm. He broke the extension, didn't he? He did break the extension. He totally did. He absolutely broke that extension. He's going Australia. Is it Australia? Yeah, it is Australia. Fuck. Fuck. Thought it was South Africa. Looked very South African, but it was not South Africa. Fuck. I think it's more northern, to be honest with you. Might be Bolivia. Oh my god, dude, he's just on that shit. Fuck. He knows. That was Bolivia? That looks like northern Peru. I should try to keep. Yeah. I'm all out of bubblegum. Dude, I hate the no moves. I hate the no moving. Yeah, that's tricky. That one's tricky. That one's a little tricky. Really not sure about this one. No move is so annoying. I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. No move is so annoying. Oh, get fucked! How's it feel this time, huh? How's it feel, bitch? How's it feel? It's not Columbia, though. I don't know why he went Columbia on that one. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, I just gotta go, like, here on this one. It's like, no move is so annoying, because you get so little to go off of. It's like, this could literally be Yucatan, it could be Colombia, it could be, like... it could be it could be anywhere in Southeast Asia. Like, this is so, like, it could be Sri Lanka. Yo, but it was Indonesia. That was such a good guess there. Oh my god. I hate palm trees? Why? I love palm trees. Palm trees are literally the best. That was such a clutch Indo guess. The fact that I got that as Indo, such a clutch guess. He literally kicked my ass the first couple of rounds too, and then I just brought it back. I just brought it back, chat. He didn't even know it hit him. Trees are that fall at the being. Wait, there are trees that fail at being trees. No shade, almost no shade. But dude, that's yeah, but they're pretty. I don't care if they provide shade or not. Dude, I love palm trees. Like, dude, I live in Florida. We have plenty of trees that do have shade, so it doesn't matter. Like, palm trees are the best, bro. They're literally the best. You just can't handle my palm trees. Okay, well, I'm not getting any no moves. Should I... Oh, let's play a ranked. Let's play a ranked chat. See if we can get it. Oh. Did get one. Can't go that way. It's super annoying. This is like Sweden. I almost want to say maybe it's like Estonia too. Like, could be Estonia. Oh my god, maybe it is Estonia. Wait, maybe even not Lithuania? Down here? Poland. Makes sense. I don't know if this is right, but I gotta go with it because my gut is telling me it's this. It's either this or it's Senegal. Or South Africa somewhere, but I think it's Gaborone? I think? Maybe? Question mark? Gaborone? I think it's Gaborone? Oh, it could be Kenya. I don't think it's Kenya, though. No, it was Namibia! Dude, I never get Namibia. That's crazy. That's a crazy Namibia get. Oh. Dude, I feel like I've kind of gotten to India region guessing. I'm not bad at Indian region guessing. I feel like a lot of people struggle with India. Okay. Interesting. There's some Arabic right there. It makes me think we're in... projects. So I got kind of Kampung, are we in Malaysia, maybe? German on the left, and so the left is, I mean, it's not the Philippines, it's not, it could be Indonesia, it could be Malaysia. Those are basically the only two options for this one. But the, dang. I think I'm gonna go Jakarta, but like I'm not 100% sure. Maybe we should hedge and go a little bit more north, like up here. Oh, it was Malaysia. I should have just gone with my gut and said Malaysia. So many that just dropped into nowhere. Welcome to fucking... Look at Kenny on this one. It's not Ghana, is it? That's not the Ghana car. It was Senegal. It wasn't the Ghana car though. I don't know why he went Ghana. Senegal makes a lot of sense for that though. I should have gone Senegal. Goes Jakarta again? On the same fucking thing? It's definitely Malaysia though, isn't it? Oh yeah, dude. It's Malaysia. GG's, boys. You're gonna lose? Oh, really? Oh, really? I need to win one more, chat. I need to win one more to get in promotions, so I gotta do that. I gotta try to get up to gold 1. Gotta try to get up to gold 1, chat. We gotta rank up! Gotta rank up, chat! Don't want a Burt? Oh, I definitely don't want a Ford Ranger like this. These things, these Ford Rangers, they have, the worst slave cylinder of all time. Like, the clutch cylinder, like, the way the clutch works on these fucking Ford Rangers is so stupid. The slave cylinder normally on cars sits, like, on top of, it sits on top of the bell housing. But on the Ford Ranger, specifically that one, it sits around the input shaft. It's just so stupid, dude. It's just so stupid. Not bad, I guess. I might not be Sydney, though. Dude, he's going US? No way. Dude, if you just look to his left, you'd know it's not America. You literally just, if he had looked up and to his left, you would have saw the flag. That's so crazy. And it's a Ford? I don't mind Ford. Like, I had, like, a Ranger that was exactly like that, but, and it was okay, it just... Oh, yeah, we're gonna go here. Okay. Might be a bad guess. But I think I'm right. I think it's New Zealand, right? There's no way it's Norway. It's not Norway. Oh, it was Tasmania. You're gonna fuck shit up. Damn, if I only got that Tasmania. I don't know how to get Tasmania. Damn, alright. I should have gone Finland. That was clearly Finland. We got him. Finland, the farm boy. Go. America again, dude? What the fuck is this guy smoking? This guy's smoking some shit. He could not handle the pressure. You gotta be ready for the pressure, chat. Like, there's definitely, like, a style of gameplay when it comes to geoguessr where you just apply pressure really quickly, and he just could not handle it. Alright, we're in the promotion to Gold 1. We're pretty good. I'm feeling pretty solid right now, chat. Anyway, back to this. Yeah, I don't like the Ford Ranger. I think it's a good truck, but, I would never want one again because of the slave cylinder. Just because of the slave cylinder. In terms of the MG Midget, they're kind of neat, but you don't understand how many of these fucking things I see, dude. I've seen so many of these little MG fucking midget pieces of shit. I have, like, no interest in this car. Like, it's such a shitty little fucking piece of shit European, like, Sportster that is just kind of outclassed by a lot of the other Sportsters we have options. Like, compare this to a Miata, and it doesn't compare, right? I don't know, man. This is not... It's, like, it's a neat car, it's just not my jam. Make it spin, though, which is kind of cool. Saw it was a Verdi. Yeah, it's a convertible, but... See, now this is cool. '66 Mustang for $2,500, bro, and it's got an engine for $2,500. Are you kidding me? It's really in rough shape, but $2,500 he wants for that, and it has an engine and transmission. That's unironically kind of an insane deal for that, if I'm being honest with you. It needs some body work for sure, but, like, this is a really good restoration project. It's got an engine. I mean, yeah, it's not the V8, but it's got an engine. Like, I've seen these things go for, like, twice this much without an engine and transmission. You're used to use a Vallejo clutch simply if you can reach the bell housing bolts. No, the way the clutch worked, I mean, I don't know if it's on all Ford Rangers, but I used to have a Ford Ranger, and the way the clutch worked on the Ford Ranger that I had is that it had, the clutch cylinder was kind of integrated into the brake master cylinder, so if you were gonna do your clutch master cylinder, you have to do the brakes as well, so it was really annoying. Also, you had to bench bleed them before you got them into the actual truck, and it was just a really big hassle to do. But the big issue with the Ford Ranger is that it literally, right here, if I can show you this, Arc 7 FB slave cylinder. See how it's just kind of this little thing? Basically, this bolts onto the outside of the bell housing, and there's a little arm that sticks out of the bell housing. You can even see it right here. See the chat? What's up, YouTube? Look at it. I don't know if you can see this, but see this little arm here? That, literally, right here, these two bolts, these things will bolt right into that, right there, and it will go into there, and it will release the clutch once you push into it. It's all external, none of it's in the actual transmission at all. It takes about 30 seconds to replace. It's really easy, right? It's right here. He actually has it sitting right there. But, on a Ford Ranger, they just, I don't know, they took, like, several lines of coke, and just, like, the not good coke, the bad decision-making coke, and they came up with this. It's the fucking worst. Like, why? Why would you do this? Why in God's fucking cock would you make this over, like, this system? Basically, the way this works is that you have to take your transmission completely out. You have to take your whole ass transmission out of the car so that you can put this fucking piece of shit around the input shaft. See how this is like around the input shaft? This is the input shaft of his transmission, right? And see how it's around the input shaft? So in order, if this leaks, and it does a lot, because it's made out of, like, plastic and bullshit, so this breaks a lot, it breaks really easily, and you have to replace it, like, once every other couple years, and every single time you have to replace it, you have to take your whole fucking transmission out, just so you can put this around. It's so stupid. It's so unnecessarily bad. It's, like, such a bad design that I can never justify owning another Ranger, because, like, this pissed me off so much that I refuse. I refuse to ever buy anything with such a stupid design. Like, why? Why? Like, the old system, like, this system works. There's no reason to not use this system. But Ford was like, no, we're gonna be special and have it go around the input shaft, because we're just so special here at Ford Engineering that we decided to make it bad for no reason whatsoever. We decided to take a concept that just works already, that's super easy, super simple, and super effective, and we're just gonna make it bad. We're just gonna make it not work at all. It's so fun. It's like, goddamn, Chad. It's like, goddamn it. Why even have a manual? It's not the 1970s anymore, but Ford I expected to be designed terribly. Because manuals are way better. They're just more fun. I hate driving automatics. I mean, you can have decent automatics. Like, in terms of performance, automatics are pretty decent now. So if you only care about performance, I would say you should probably just get a dual clutch transmission. But, like, for me, I really don't like automatic transmissions for a couple reasons. Number one is they're heavy. Number two is they're complicated and they break more often because they have a lot more things to break. Like clutch packs and the valve system can go bad a lot of the time. Solenoids. There's a bunch of solenoids that go inside the valve system that control which clutch pack is engaged and disengaged at any point in time, and they go bad all of the fucking time. And clutch packs go bad all of the fucking time, and automatic transmissions implode all of the fucking time, and I hate that about them. Nowadays they're pretty reliable, but still, it's like, I don't like them. And I also really don't like every single time I drive an automatic transmission, the transmission has its own idea of what it wants to do, and I have a different idea. And I hate it. I hate it. When I'm, like, on the highway, and there's a slow motherfucker in front of me, and so I, like, slow down a little bit to not rear-end them, right? And so my engine's thinking, oh, we're slowing down. I'll shift up because I want fuel economy. Let's shift up. I know we're in 5th gear right now, but let's shift up to 6th gear to get that maximum overdrive, because we're slowing down. We're going off the throttle. We're going cruising. Meanwhile, I'm literally just getting ready to overtake. So then I overtake, and by the time the transmission has decided to upshift, I am now in the middle of trying to overtake it. So I slam the gas, but instead of going forward, I sit right where I'm at because the transmission upshifted instead of downshifted. And it's like, you fucking piece of shit transmission. And it's like, if I'm trying to overtake somebody, I don't want my transmission to upshift. I want it to downshift so I can get more torque, so I can pass them. But no, it's an automatic transmission, and you don't know, you think you know what's best for the transmission, but you don't. Oh, what, you have those little paddle shifters? Oh, yeah? It's literally just a suggestion. When you're using the paddle shifters, it's like, I'm suggesting to my transmission what we should do. But the transmission's always like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Silly Billy. It's like, oh my god, I fucking hate it. And it's like I'm turning a corner and then it downshifts while I'm turning a corner, so that all of a sudden I have to like readjust because I just get this influx of torque out of nowhere. It's so annoying. I hate it with a passion. I will rather drive an automatic transmission any day of the week. That is, in terms of car buying, that is the one single hill I will die on. I will not drive an automatic transmission. I hate it. I hate driving automatic transmissions. It makes me want to throw myself out of the window. Fuck that. I will not. No. Automatic transmissions are dog shit. I will only drive a manual because they are just way more fun. Number one, they're way more fun to drive. They like every time I shift a gear in my manual transmission, I get a little dopamine hit when I do that. So it's like I'm addicted to it. I don't want I literally get like withdrawals when I'm driving automatic. I'll just be sitting there and I'll be just like test drive a Chrysler 200 8-speed and hold on. Chryslers are kind of, I don't want a Chrysler 200. Big, heavy. What happened to the comfy chair? It's just kind of, it was hurting my back, but this one also hurts my back, so I don't, it's like, this one's fine, but like, this little pad right here always falls through the chair, and so I'm left with nothing but this little, like, I don't know if you can see this, but like right here is a metal bar. And like as soon as this falls through the cracks, like my back is up against this metal bar and it hurts. Fuck those bars, dude. Good luck with that. Manuals are down to single digits on cars on the road. I don't care, dude. They're not going anywhere. There's still a market for manual transmissions, and I drive a car from the 1980s, so if I got 30 years plus, like, if I can still drive a car, they're still making cars with manual transmissions, and I don't mind driving a 30-year-old car. So if in 2060, if there's no current cars that are being made with manual transmissions, then I'll just buy a 30-year-old car and drive that. Was Astra's Ghost tonight? They took the night off. Consider a manual to be annoying to drive in anything but perfect conditions. Maybe that means I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe. For me, I definitely don't mind it. Like, I feel like I've been driving manual transmissions for most of my driving life. My first car was a manual. I've had several not manual cars, but I've always gotten rid of them pretty quickly just because I hate them. So for most of my driving career, I've been a manual person. And so, but for me, it's like I'm really comfortable with it. I don't even think about it when I'm shifting gears, so it's not like a mental load. I don't have to remind myself how to shift or when to shift. I just kind of do it. But it literally is, like, every single time I shift a gear in like, in my car, or in my bike, for that instance, it's like I get a little dopamine hit. I'm like, oh yeah, like, when you shift, right, it's just like, it's so satisfying, it's so fun, that it's like, it's literally like a little dopamine hit every time I shift gears. So it's like, yeah, I much prefer that over, even in stop and go traffic, I'd rather have a manual transmission. And I was the car porter in a dealership some years ago. Driving 300-foot can be annoying, even more so on a manual on a hillside. Yeah, I know. I've been driving them for so long. I've driven all kinds of manual transmissions. I've driven semi-truck transmission. You know, I've driven 18-speed, you know, semi-trucks before. I've driven fucking little dinky-rink cars and motorcycles. I have, like, a good amount of experience with manual transmissions. And for me, they're more comfortable, they're more fun. I enjoy the process of driving a lot more when I have a manual. So it is the hill I'll die on. I will die on that hill. I will not drive an automatic. Listen, I'll make concessions when it comes to cars. Like, I'll take a front wheel drive. I hate front wheel drive cars, but I will take one. But I will not take an automatic. Go to the DeLorean, I have no idea what we're talking about other than manual cars. If I didn't have a bad leg, I'd prefer stick 2, to be honest. That's fair, yeah. I also apparently nightmares with repairs. Yeah, I don't know. I heard they were like, the engines weren't the greatest that they put in the DeLoreans, but weren't they bringing back the DeLoreans or something like that? I don't know. And underpowered, yeah. But they look cool, and they got the gull-wing doors, and that's sick. That's fucking sick, dude. They are cool-looking cars, I won't lie. Thank you, Luva Zalende, for the 10 bits. Thank you, or for the 1,000 bits, my bad. Thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. Unrelated, I need to save up some hotspot data for build on the app. Apparently crashed my phone later. Alright, see ya, Luva. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. Thank you so much. They're trained, but don't think it panned out. Oh shit. Well. Oh well. Oh well. Many such cases. Didn't they bring the Hummer H3 as an EV? I don't know. I don't really pay much attention to Hummers. Hummers are kind of silly little vehicles. I don't really care about them. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, this talking about cars is continuously making me depressed. One day I'll get another car chat. It's just gonna be a minute. It's gonna be a real minute. It's gonna be a real hot minute, chat. But a lot of British car manufacturing companies going out of business. Yeah, because no one buys British cars. Who wants to buy a British car? All in good time, so many things. So many things. Yeah, I don't know, chat. It's gonna be a minute before we, it's gonna be a minute. It's gonna be a hot minute. Just get a horse, they last like 15 years, ignore all the other costs associated with them. Yeah. Like, oh, hey, you sprained your ankle? I guess it's time to, guess it's lights out for this horse. So that what this horse wrote. Fuck. Horses are so stupid. I like horses because they're cute and they're funny, but like, my god, they're stupid animals. They're like, if they can see something with their left brain and be like okay with it, but because the right brain like the right eye hasn't seen it yet, they like the right eye can see the same thing that the left eye has seen and then get scared because the right eye hasn't seen it yet. It's like they are so stupid. Goddamn horse got a flat tire. Does someone need a treat? I still have some pizza in the fridge, I think. I think I'm good for tonight. I'm so tired, chat. I'm so tired. I almost want to, like, go to sleep after the stream, but I'm not going to. I'm just getting accidents, too. They do. If it is, it's like, damn stick, they made a mistake for a snake. Oh, yeah. Stream streak 57 out of 60? We should be writing genetically engineered dire wolves instead. What about genetically engineered horse girls? What if we do the genetically engineered horse girls, chat? Isn't Elon already working on the genetically engineered cat girls? We're close. We're close to genetically engineered cat girls, chat. It's real. It's gonna be real. We're gonna have genetically engineered cat girls before we know it. Haram? I don't care if it's haram. I just want my cat girlfriend. My cat girlfriend. Horse girls are so freaking expensive. Why are they only attractive women in my area are horse girls? They are expensive, dude. They are so fucking expensive. If you should put his foot down and demand that you get an automatic vehicle, you have to do something with your right hand. What? My right hand? I think you're talking about distracted driving right now, and I'm not here for that, bro. I only have time to play with one stick while I'm driving, okay? I am not buying an automatic, dude. I mean, it also doesn't help that I just don't have money for that. Anyway, but, you know. What do you do if you have a manual and right-hand drive and you're right-handed? You just sit with your left hand. Most people in right-hand drive countries are left-hand or right-handed, so it's not like Japan uses left-handed, or it's not like Japan drives on the right or the left because they are left-handed. They drive on the left just because that's how it works. So if you're in a right-hand drive car or a left-hand drive car, because you're on the, I know it's a little complicated, but if you're on the right of the vehicle, you shift with your left hand. Morgans are still made in the UK. That's the only British car I'd buy. It's not really all that different, to be honest. That's what I've heard. Not, and whatever the term is for more than right-handed. More than right-handed? You mean just ambidextrous? Nothing wrong with driving on the left, no cap. Yeah, I mean, it's very good for region guessing. Very good for figuring out which country you're in. Ugh, chat. I gotta call a gun store tomorrow and ask them what the fuck's going on. I gotta go ask them and be like, hey, is there any problems here? What's going on? I bet you they put my, like, legal name in for the credit card, and I bet you that got kicked back because it's not the name associated with the credit card. So I have to call them and be like, no, you used the wrong name, or you use this one. You can make the shifter on the left, you just gotta put extensions on it. Yeah. Ugh. Oh, hello, Puck. The check? Okay. The fact that the Empire is the main reason some countries still drive on the left is kind of funny to me. Yeah. Did you get your medical test done? No. Check. Hello. Sweden switched over in a single day. Wait, Sweden did? They switched over from left-hander to right-hand drive? That must have been confusing. Must have been like a good amount of accidents that came from that. Just got a good spin on it? It does. It does have a good spin on it. Canadians used to drive on the left, but they switched because of the US. See? It's destined. 51st state, Maxine. Apparently it went rather smoothly. It should. There's a few pictures of that happening. Huh. When did they switch? When did they do that? What is the purpose of switching? If you're already in left-hand drive, then why would you switch to right hand? What is the advantages of it? Somewhere in the 60s, I see. Fallout Timeline had Canada annexed starting in 2072. Let's see it. Yeah, but we're pushing that timeline up a little bit. We're pushing that up a little bit. Do you have any leftover pizza? I do. I was planning on making some after the stream. I also have chicken wings. Oh my god, I might make that instead, actually. Because I have the pizza. The pizza can sit in there. I have chicken wings, I think. Oh my god, I might have chicken wings. Just fucking love chicken wings. When is your birthday? February 22nd. Doxed. 2 years today, the tunnels are found under New York City. Wow. September 3rd, 1967. Interesting. Looking real cute. Oh, thank you. 12 hours stream on your birthday? Why would I do that? You know, I don't know. I probably will stream on my birthday, but I'm probably just gonna be like, I'm probably just gonna sleep the rest of it. I don't know. It's still a minute away. It's still like a bit away, to be honest with you. So I'm not super, I'm not super worried about that. It's spaghetti with meatballs and sweet marinara sauce. It was not very good. Ew, sweet marinara sauce? Ew. I don't know, they could have told you that. Your streams are cozy. Oh, thank you. Because 24 hours would be too much for you. I've done a 24-hour stream before, man. It's just a lot. It's a lot to stream that long. You guys don't even know. It's a lot to stream that much. It really is. February 23rd, the 22nd. When did it fall on this year? Falls on Sunday. So it's Sunday the 22nd of February. That is, then I will be 25. Chat, I'm gonna be 25. I don't want to be 25. I'm still young. I'm still 24. I'm not unk yet, chat. Not unk yet. My birthday's in 8 days. Oh shit! Hell yeah! Happy birthday, Cuddle Bear. Happy birthday. Quarter of the Century Club. Oh god. Oh. Oh fuck. Prego spaghetti sauce is sweet, disgusting. Yes, it's nasty. Why would you want sweet spaghetti sauce? It's fucking disgusting, bro. Chat, let's check if any of these bikes are still here. I gotta do the daily bike check. Dude, I really want to offer this guy like $1,000. Like, I'm really tempted, chat, to sell my BMW and just offer this guy $1,000 for this thing. I'm legitimately tempted. But then I have to sell my car first. That's so fucking annoying. Gonna lowball him? I mean, you think he would? It's been up for a month. Do you think he'd take 1,000 for it? Probably. I also kind of like this one. It's just been sitting here. I could probably offer this guy like 300 bucks for this thing, and he'd probably take it. This thing's also been listed for so long, and this one has a title, which is kind of nice. I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna happen, chat. I don't know if the Goldwing arc is ever gonna happen at this point. I don't know if the Goldwing arc is gonna happen. I need this hat. Yo, that's a pretty cool robot pirate. For 1,000, you can get the purple one? No, because the purple one, I could get the purple one for 1,000, but then I'd have to get it down here. It'd probably cost me like $400 to get it back down to Florida, because it's all the way up in Alabama. Like, the nice thing about this black one was I could offer him 1,000 bucks for it, but it's in Sarasota. It's only like 3 hours away from me, so it's not nearly as much of an ordeal to get it home. But like this one, it'd be an ordeal to get it home. So I don't know if it's an option. I don't know, chat. I don't know if the Goldwing arc is gonna happen. Maybe at some point. Maybe. Oh, dude, that is such a nice Datsun. My God. Thank you, Filoni, 5x5 for the subscription. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Filoni. Howdy, hot stuff, cute as ever. Aw, thank you. From sweet Alabama. This Publix flops are hideous. What you don't represent the Publix, bro? You don't like Publix? I love Publix. That's what people do to me. Offer asking price, then show up with less money and lowball. Well, I wouldn't do that. I would agree on a price before I went. I would offer him like $1,000, see if he'd bite, and if he doesn't bite, then I pass. It's like, you gotta think that, you know, if a bike's been up for like 40 weeks, like, the guy is probably gonna be willing to play ball a little bit, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, I'll buy it for this much, and then show up with less. Like, I think that's fucked up. Go only. Anyway, chat. I think I'm gonna end this stream here. I think, someone did that to me? Dude, I'm sorry. That sucks, bro. Did you still sell it to them? You should have told them to get fucked. That's fucked up. And shorted me. God damn. Out from Double or Nothing and Smash Bros. Alright, anyway, chat. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I will probably be live again tomorrow. We'll see. Anyway, thank you, everybody, for watching. I will be live again. Goodbye!